Joelle Anselmo, and I'm part of the Courant school newspaper at New Canaan High School. Today, we're going to be talking to Joshua, the president of the robotics team. Recently, they qualified for the World Championships, and today he's going to be telling me a little bit about VEX Robotics. What kind of qualities does a robot need to have in order to win competitions?
So basically, in order to win competitions, you have to maximize speed and efficiency. Those are the two most important parts, in my opinion, for a robot. If you can't score as many points in a faster amount of time as your opponent, you're obviously going to lose the match.
So can you go a little bit more in depth on the robot itself?
Sure. So this year's challenge is to stack cones. There are mobile goals around the field and you need to stack cones on them. So in order to maximize efficiency, we came up with an internal stacking design. Since you're only allowed to hold one cone at a time, unless the cone is considered stacked. So we grab a mobile goal at the beginning of the match with a small lift at the bottom of the robot, and then we use a larger lift with even a secondary lift on top of that to move cones into the robot. And then to make that even faster, we use programming and a lot of driver practice to make sure that that is as efficient and quick as possible.
So how are you guys going to go about preparing for the World's competition in April?
All right. So at regionals, which was March 3rd and 4th in Worcester, Massachusetts, we noticed a few issues that we had that we could easily fix before Worlds to make our robot so much faster. One of them was our secondary lift on our main robot is kind of slow and full of friction, even though it's still really fast. It's called a chain bar linkage, so we're switching to this actually, which is a 4-bar linkage, which will be a lot faster and lighter and a lot less friction. So that's going to be mounted before Worlds. There are a few programming issues. Some of our sensors were unreliable, so we're switching those to more reliable sensors. And then we have to do a lot of preparing, just basic logistics, and then a lot of driver practice and a lot of autonomous practice, because competitions are broken up into 15 seconds of autonomous and then 1 minute 45 seconds of driver control period. So we have to get our autonomous perfect so we can always win that round.
So how has your experience at regionals helped you in understanding your robot more and helping team efficiency out for the World's competition?
Yeah, so at regionals, one of the main issues we had was our autonomous sensors didn't work, and the second tiebreaker after your win-loss record is autonomous bonus points, so how many times you've won the autonomous period. So we need to get that more in check so that we can have that autonomous tiebreaker, because if we had that at regionals, we would have been a few spots higher. And then also there was another team there, 81118P Paragon from Massachusetts. They had this type of secondary lift and it worked really, really well, especially compared to ours, which seemed kind of lacking. So we're going to switch to this type of mechanism to make it a lot better and faster for Worlds.
So what's your favorite thing about robotics, and what has this whole journey taught you?
My favorite thing about robotics really is learning all the life lessons that you can't learn in school. Like, for example, a big one is problem solving. All of engineering is essentially learning how to solve a problem, learning what it is and how to fix it. And you don't learn that in school, really. A teacher teaches you how to do things, but not you learning how to do it yourselves, which I think helps in a lot of applications, because if you can't figure out a problem on yourself, you can't really do anything. You'll always be reliant on someone else. And then, but in that same sense, you have to learn how to be reliant on someone else, because you have to learn how to be a part of a team and a group and rely on others to do their part, and so that everyone's voice is heard and you get an ultimately better result.
It's coming. The anticipation is killing me.